Welcome, everyone, to Berkeley and California Memorial Stadium, where they've been filing in since early this morning, ready to support their sturdy Golden Bears. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see the #9 team in the country, the Texas Tech Red Raiders, taking on the 18th ranked team in the land, the California Golden Bears. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Red Raiders will boot it away to start the game. Here comes the offense on first down. He'll try the left side. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. The Golden Bears will hustle to the line.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Need to do a better job as a defender tackling the catch. On the curl route, he had a chance to break on the ball, get the receiver down, couldn't do it, and as a result, they give up an explosive play.
They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, this is a defense that prides themselves on stopping the run, and that is a huge statement on their opponent's opening drive of the game. 3rd and short, they don't just get a stop. They get a tackle for loss. That sends a very clear message that they're going to be the more physical side today.
So the last thing you want to do is start the game, first drive, go 3 and out. They won't do that here. They might go 4 and out, but they'll try to convert here. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So we're scoreless, their first drive of the game, and this coach is wasting no time taking a gamble by going for it on 4th down in his own territory. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds his man, and they convert. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now, a fresh set of downs.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Going up top on first down. Pulls it in. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
When I have all that speed on the field, I got to find a favorable matchup. They're all across the board. Which guy do I know can win? Man-to-man coverage, you can see that guy can win on that play.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
The 7th play of this opening drive, they'll need to move the chains on 3rd and short. back to pass, it's Stoneburner. And that third down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
4th down and inches, and you go read any book you want to, any analytical measure, and it will tell you, go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch, he's got enough. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
Nice execution by the offense on 3rd down, understanding what they had to do to get the first down, pass complete, move the sticks, new set of downs.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Yeah, and really nice job by the defender. Listen, a curl route's hard to defend. It's hard to get in front of that guy because he's curling back to the quarterback, but he did a good job not getting pass interference, getting around his body, and knocking the ball to the ground.
He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
And the Golden Bears have it with a 1st and goal. He'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cal!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TV.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. A 1st down for the offense. From the gun, looking for a man. Got his man downfield. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down.
When you play zone coverage, you got a wide receiver that's a beat.
He lets one fly deep. Catch inside the 25. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. That big play put them in business. Now they're right on the edge of the red zone as they go to work 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Pressure coming. Trying to make magic with his feet. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. They love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Red Raiders! Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
And he tacks on the extra point. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Duarte. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. Throwing right. Wide open downfield. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but the Q did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it. And that's what froze the linebackers and the 2nd level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. Right back to the well. Fights his way ahead. They get him down after a pickup of 3. They'll mark it at the 12. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. To the air, it's Stoneburner. They're bringing heat. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on 3rd down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready. Had a really good coverage call to get the INT.
Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the 1st half. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. He's going to pass. Feeling some heat. He's going to take off. Still on his feet at the 45. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And the Red Raiders come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run the screen. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Fight that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
He'll pull it down. Makes his man miss. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
They'll try the run. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. 3rd down after the run. Looking to pass. It's Stoneburner. Looking to the big tight end. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
Man, this quarterback is living dangerously right now. Obviously, he threw a pick on the last drive. He's trying to complete that throw, but the defender gets a hand on it, tips it up in the air. That's oh-no. That is an oh-no situation. They're lucky that one hit the ground.
And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And after that last sack, man, you could just see it. They are feeling themselves. After pitching a shutout last week, after dominating early in this game, it just seems like they're playing with a different aggression and a different level of intensity than what their opponent is. They have been so dominant.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. These corners going to give them some space. Trying to find his man on first down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Stands in and takes the hit. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Golden Bears will kick it away to start the second half. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that
got a lot just plowing down the field. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
They'll try to move the chains on this third and long from the 50. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working, ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
This punter is such a weapon. And because he's able to get that ball down deep in his opponent's territory, that really helps out the defense. You're now forcing the opponent to drive the field to score points.
The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going, then something can start to build.
Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. Pinned just inside their own 20. They need to convert on third and short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Gets the job done on third down as he gets it out to the 25.
And that's all you want, right? You want that first down, understand the situation, understand I got to get north and south, get a first down, get a new set of downs.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Off play action on first down. He'll heave it deep. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. The defender was right there.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense, or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
They'll go to the ground. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Faced with a third and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Looking to throw, it's Stoneburner. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
They're a perfect 2 for 2 on fourth down. They'll go for the hat trick. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds him out of the backfield. And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making a tackle for a loss.
After losing a couple of yards, it's now 2nd and 12 as they try to keep this drive moving. Off the play fake. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. He'll set up to throw. Using the quick game. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-game land. And the Golden Bears will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. We might have wanted to just let that one go to see if it would go into the end zone, but makes the fair catch at the 5. This offense is stuck way back in its own end of the field. He'll pull it on the read. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. They'll run it from the gun. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
I know a lot of people were thinking there was a chance this defense could contain one of the best running backs in all of college football. I don't know if anybody thought they would dominate him and completely shut him down the way they have. Negative rushing yards in the game for this guy. You cannot say enough just about how physical this defense has been, playing with a chip on their shoulder all game long to shut him down.
And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Going for it on 4th down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. Try to get it on the ground. Tackled, but he has a first down. You're starting to see more and more of this. Guys using virtually anywhere on the field as 4-down territory.
And I'll tell you, as a coaching staff, when you go for that, you are sending a clear signal to your offensive line that you trust them and you are challenging them to be physically tough and come through for your offense.
Skips away from pressure. Trying to escape and get it himself. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Trying to get to it. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Quarterbacks need time when they're in the pocket to complete throws. That QB had no shot after taking that hit.
They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. From the gun, wants to pass. He's looking deep. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Touchdown, Red Raiders. And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
Yeah, and really nice job seeing the middle of the field, seeing I can go deep and attack the middle of the field. And you can tell he runs a post, falls right on him, catches the football, and then gets to gallop right into the end zone for a touchdown.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Gets it back, the sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. That last one looked like a back-breaking drive, David, but they ended up punting.
Yeah, they put some plays together.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The Golden Bears are in the hurry-up. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Looking downfield, it's Stoneburner. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Man, there are defensive players out there that can just take games over, and that's what's happening with this guy right now. He is not cooperating with the offensive game plan. A sack on 2 consecutive plays, and now on third down, you know he's pinning his ears back again.
On third and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. And the ball's free in the backfield. And the defense has got it, and they're bringing it back.
That's why you got to avoid third and long situations if you're on offense, because the defense knows it's pass, and all these guys are pinning their ears back. They're getting upfield, and you're under so much duress. On top of that, you give up a fumble. That is a huge play for the defense.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Second and goal coming up. We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. And the D deny them on second and goal. They'll keep it on the ground, right up the gut, looking for 6. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's third and goal. Forward, and he's dragged down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
And how about the response from this defense? Put in a horrible situation, horrible field position, just as they bowed their necks 3 times in a row.
Yeah, and it's a sudden change situation, and they practice that all week. You never know when they're going to come up, but you have to have guys on the field playing with a sense of urgency. This has been awesome defensively.
And he missed it. No good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
Back to throw. It's Stoneburner. Quarterback now on the run. Still looking. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. He's going to pass on second down. Hit as he throws. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
Well, they've thrown 2 straight incompletions, and they just need to play pitch and catch on this next play. They're down a possession, and you don't have to necessarily get the first down right here, but if you don't get it, you've got to at least keep the 4th down manageable to give yourself an opportunity to keep pushing the ball down the field and give yourselves a shot to win.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Escapes trouble. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Nothing but green ahead. Tremendous awareness to get what he could and get out of bounds, and now the offense trying to score one late. That last big play has them in business just outside the red zone. It's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. He'll take a shot. And he's lucky to get that one back. This junior quarterback knows better than to try that too often.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. Quarterback checking the play. Dropping back, it's Stoneburner. Looking to scramble. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Makes a connection. Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game.
Really nice job there, the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on 3rd down, setting up 1st and goal.
He's looking to pass. They're trying to get to it. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
One of the things you have to be impressed about this defense is that they've got guys in the back end who can cover, man-to-man or zone. That last one gets swatted away. They're in a situation where they're expecting pass. You know this is going to be a tight window to throw into if you're the quarterback here.
Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. He caught it. Oh, no, the ball popped out. This could change things. Now the defense has got it, and they're going the other way. In the postgame, if you start asking about the offensive struggles, the coach is probably going to say, let me tell you something, Mr. Television Announcer. They don't ask me how I won. They ask me if I won.
That is all that matters, Mr. Television Announcer, but I think you'd want to play better on offense. You'd want to score more points, but Reese, Jesse, I want to learn